Hey, Geoffrey.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You're all right.
Yeah.
Well, Geoffrey, my name's Bianca. I'm the counsellor here at Indigo Community Services and Health Hub. Um, and listen, I know that it's not easy for you to come in today. I've read a little bit about your document and the information, and I understand that adjusting to life after relief has been a bit challenging, and just coming in here has been a big step. So I just want to acknowledge that firstly, and let
Oh,
you know this is a
cheers.
safe space. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers for that. Yeah, I've had a big morning actually. It's been a bit rough getting here this morning, but I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? A bit rough.
Yeah, just a lot going on.
Mm,
Everything's getting to me at the moment.
okay.
I'm just really in it. I guess I'm just in a cross space, but
hmm
yeah.
Yeah, and I did read that with the notes there as well, and we can definitely get into that during the session, and it's at your pace and what you're comfortable with,
Okay.
and then we can go from there. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Well, I just want to ask Jeffrey, have you had counselling before?
Yeah, so Um, I am seeing someone for a little bit of because I know I got problems with anger and like I haven't really had big proper counselling. I don't know how to put it because I haven't had
hmm
that sort of stuff. But
hmm
like, well, obviously I've been to jail, so but
hmm
obviously we could talk about that later. I guess it's just really hard to talk about it. But I haven't had
hmm
big amounts, I suppose, a little bit in prison.
hmm
And yeah, I don't really like. I'm not sure about what's going to happen today or what. Like I know I've got to see someone. I didn't
hmm
really want to come today, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you being honest with me and already so transparent. So I thank you for that. I know that it can't be easy for you at all. Um, and I
No,
know
that's
that this is a, 10 mandated sessions from the
yeah,
parole officer. So um, that I guess not really wanting to participate, but you're here and you've showed up. And what I'm hoping to get out of this session is just to kind of see what your immediate needs are and how I can help with that and what resources and supports that we can work through together. So that's just a little overview on what we'll do because I do have a lot of the information from the intake assessment form that has
mm,
been
mm,
filled.
yeah,
And I thought that maybe we could go over a few things like confidentiality and just a checklist we've got to run through before we get into it. Would that be okay?
yeah. Because when I talk to someone in prison, there's like a prison counsel and guidance officer and stuff like that, and he talked
hmm
about that sort of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. All right. Well, firstly, I just wanted to talk with you about confidentiality and privacy.
Hmm.
So, what you share stays private between us. Okay. So, Indigo follows the Privacy Act of 1988 to keep your information safe.
Hmm.
And there's only a few exceptions to where I would have to breach that confidentiality, and that is if there's serious risk of harm to you or to somebody else.
Right.
Um,
Yep.
if there are concerns about the safety of a vulnerable person or a child,
Hmm.
children, um, or if I'm legally required to do so. Okay. And
Right.
if that does happen, I'll share with you first. Um, and then we can always talk about that before if that ever comes to that. Okay.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and that's just my duty of care, okay, as a counsellor. And so while we're here as well and we're having this session, I'll be taking case notes. So if my head pops down just briefly, I'm just kind of writing down a few notes just to kind of reflect what we were talking about and check our progress as we move along in the session. And those notes are stored securely in our locked filing cabinets here on the premises. And if it's digital, then they're password protected files. So that's that confidentiality there as well. And only staff with authorized access and have a look at those. Okay.
Okay.
Um, and so as your counsellor as well, I work within my training and expertise here. So while we're doing this, there'll be a few most likely referrals. So that just means that it's just giving you some assistance outside of what I do here as well. So that's another little overview of that. Um,
Okay.
and so, okay, is that everything so far? Do you understand everything that's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Now you've
Mm.
explained all that to me, I don't feel so uptight and worried about it now. I've got an idea. Yeah. No, that's good. I feel a bit more comfortable to talk.
Oh,
It's just
good.
been it's just been a huge morning, hey, and I'm sorry if I've
Mhm.
come in a bit, you know, bit cross, but oh, it's just so much going on. I don't. My head's spinning with it all. Hey,
Yeah, I can hear that it's a lot going on for you and it's
yeah, yeah,
overwhelming, but you
yeah.
don't have to apologize at all. Yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
cheers.
So we're
Yeah,
here, it's collaborative, we're working together.
yeah,
And I know that you signed the intake for consent form prior, but I
yep,
just thought let's go over that. I get your verbal agreement to kind of move forward with your consent for the session. Would that be okay, Jeff? Or
yeah.
Jeffrey? Jeff or Jeffrey?
Jeff's great, mate. That's great. Yep,
Jeff.
yep. Jeff's good.
Okay,
Yeah, everyone
beautiful.
calls me Jeff. Yep,
Okay,
that's good.
great.
Yeah.
Okay. And so before we begin as well, did you want a water or a tea, or can I do anything to make you more comfortable?
Oh, I'm good. I had a coffee, a takeaway coffee on the way over, so I'm right.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, good
yeah.
coffee.
Oh, yes, was a beauty.
Love a
Yeah,
good coffee.
yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, great. All right, beautiful. Um, so like I said, I understand life after release has been challenging, especially as your role
Oh,
as a husband and father, as I read.
yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about how things have been for you since coming home?
Oh, it's been nuts, mate. I don't. Oh,
Mm,
can I say that? Oh,
of
jeez.
course you
Oh,
can. Of
you
course
know
you
what?
can.
It's really good to talk about it because I can't talk to anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got anybody to talk to about, everything that's been going on. And yeah, it's great to have the chance, I suppose. Like
Mm-hmm.
10 years. Uh, yeah, I went to prison. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's all in the notes. And
Mm-hmm.
now I'm back living with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, geez, I love her to pieces. I mean, she's so good. Hey, Suey. But the problem is, I just don't know how to relate to my kids.
Okay.
Like
Mm-hmm.
my little one was like, you know, I don't know her, and I don't know.
Mm.
I just don't know my kids anymore, and
Mm-hmm.
it's it's hard to say, but it's breaking my heart. It's tearing me apart,
Mm.
eh?
Yeah, I can
And
hear that. I can see
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I don't know how to relate to Suey anymore either because like she's a top person and we really get on so well. We got on so well, but I haven't been with her in so long. Like they've
Mm.
visited me, but I just didn't want them coming in there. It's not a place for kids and a wife.
Mm. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That sounds so frustrating for you at the moment that you want to
yeah.
connect with your family, but you're unsure how to do that.
Wouldn't have a
Um,
clue, mate. I
mhm.
feel like I am me, but a different person. Like I've changed. Like
Mm.
I know I've made some bad choices. I've followed people I shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And, I kept fit while I was in there. I kept fit and I did some like courses and stuff like that. I know I'm a good person now. I know how to make
Mm.
good choices. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I just
Mm.
I just want to be a good dad, you know?
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
want to stop being cross. I don't want to be cross anymore. That's what I'm getting to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I hear that um you've overcome a lot in your life, and that you really
Yeah.
want that connection with your wife and the kids. And you were saying that you
Yeah.
feel like you've almost transformed. You know you're a good person,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it really is such a strength that you're so self-aware of these things and really
Oh,
resilient. Yeah.
cheers.
No, absolutely. And I think the
Yeah.
goal, we can talk about that shortly, but that goal of stop being angry and to be a good dad, and you said you kept fit and you did courses. These are all things to better yourself. So I think that that's incredible, and you're really on this journey, and you really, and it sounds like that you really want to continue to try to get that connection. So I'm while you're talking, I'm thinking, what do you think is the hardest part about relating to your children at the moment?
Oh, I just like I've missed out on their whole little lives, like way back when they were like one of them was doing something and now I'm like, what is that? What's going on?
Ah,
What are they who are they, Like I know
mhm,
that sounds really stupid, doesn't it? But it just
mm-mm,
sounds so dumb, like, but who are these little people? Like
mhm,
I've been seeing them. I know who they are. I don't mean sort of that, but I just can't relate to them.
mm,
I don't understand how to be the dad that I want to be, and I don't know how to get
mhm.
there.
Yeah,
I just don't
I
know what
can
to do.
I can hear that you want the tools and the resources
Yeah,
to try to
yeah,
get
yeah,
those things in your life that are so important to you. Yeah.
definitely. That's what I want.
Okay.
I want to be a dad and I want to be the partner that she's missed out on all this time.
Mhm.
Just want to be a good
Mm.
person, make good
Mhm.
choices.
Mm. Yeah, I can hear that you love them a lot and that your
Yeah,
family are
it's
really important to
it's a
you.
bit overwhelming. Hey, it's just
Yeah. Oh,
a
absolutely.
lot.
Just adjusting back to a whole different kind of life here and so badly wanting to connect and being
Oh,
unsure how, and that's where we
yeah,
can help. That's where we can provide you with those support services that you feel comfortable in doing that. Yeah.
yeah. That sounds really good. That's what I
Yeah.
want. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
excellent.
yeah,
Well, I know that you did mention that you want to stop being angry or cross, as you put it. And I did,
yeah.
obviously, I've gone over your information and your history here. And I'm just wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about this anger. Like, do you find that it manifests in certain ways or at certain times?
Yeah, it's not like it comes out in bursts, and it's almost like I can't control it. Like I know I'd
Mm-hmm.
never hurt anybody. I'm not like that, and I never was. It's just
Mm-hmm.
I was around people that made bad choices, and
Mm-hmm.
someone got hurt because I was in that choice. Like I never hurt
Mm-hmm.
anybody myself, and that matters to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good bloke at my heart.
Okay.
I just
Mm-hmm.
made dumb choices because I was young,
Mm.
and I don't know. It's hard to talk about it, but when I was a kid, like my dad, uh, I find it easy to talk to. Hey, that's really good.
Oh, I'm
I
glad
don't
to hear
talk.
that.
Yeah, I don't talk to people about it, but yeah, I had a rough upbringing. Hey, there
Mm.
was a lot of bad violence in my family.
Mm. Can you tell me a little bit more about your dad and your mum?
Well, he died while while he was in custody, so that's
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did love him much
Yeah, of
as
course. Yeah.
yeah, but he had his own problems and like I love the bits of him that was good, and I like
Mm.
to think that I carry those good bits with me, because he was
Mm.
a good dad when he was a dad, like because he's
Mm-hmm.
in and out of jail and making his own bad choices. Mum lost custody of us for a while,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
I was in and out of boys' homes, and there was violence there too. So
Mm.
I don't know how to be in this new space. I guess is what I'm saying. I just
Mm.
there's a lot of angry behavior, you know,
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I feel I can feel it building, but I just don't know how to stop it. So I'm
Mm.
straight to that anger, straight to 10,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Yeah.
don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
start slowly, and I just want to find that peace in me where
Mm.
I can be calm and handle.
Mm.
It tends to happen when I can't get the words out that I want.
Okay.
I think that's when it happens. I'm in a space like this morning. I got a bit cross with Sue, but it was like we were just talking and I just got cross, and she's such a sweet lady, we were able to move through it and she understood what I was trying to say. But I don't want to be cross. I want to,
Mm.
when I'm down the
Mm-hmm.
shops, I don't want to get cross because, some bloke's gone in front of me with the shopping cart, and I don't want to say, get out my way. I want to say, oops, you think
Mm.
about it later, but it's in that moment. And I don't know how to, I want to be that person, but I don't know how to get there.
Yeah, I can hear that you're really wanting that change. And
Oh,
you can
so
see
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of good in yourself and like you said, your
yeah,
dad, the good bits of him. And I can
yeah.
see that you're really trying to reclaim kind of part of your history and rewrite it. You're looking to be that man that you really want to be, which is, yeah, it's fantastic. And I know from what I'm hearing as well is that maybe we need to look at a service that might be able to help with that anger management,
Yeah.
because there's some really good places and supports. There's Northern Rivers Counselling, and there's a lady there that's been doing the anger management there for 15 years, and she's fantastic. And look,
Oh,
there's different services I can send you, and maybe we can make that a little bit of a goal together throughout this session
yeah.
to be able to get you the services and supports that you need, because I'm not a anger management counselor, right? So that's what we
Oh,
spoke about at the
that's a
start.
shame because I'm able to talk to you, but I understand that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and look,
Yeah.
I'm here at Indigo anyway. Like, if you have any questions, you can email me.
Oh,
But for
cheers.
for specific, yeah, anger management, we want to get you some expertise in that area so that you can find what you're looking for there, which is that peace and calm that you're talking about. Does that sound
Okay.
all okay to you if I send you some information and links on that and
Yeah.
numbers?
Yeah. Some information would be good because, when I'm having times at home where I can't think anyway, I may as well be
Mm-hmm.
reading some stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
you'll just send that to
Great.
me, will you?
Yeah, I can send that to you. And if you feel like um, it's all a little bit overwhelming at the moment, then I'm happy to do what we call like a warm referral, where I actually call on your behalf, but I would need your consent to do that. Um,
Yeah, I'd be
we,
okay with that. Like, she's doing
okay,
all she does all the coordinating and she's helping with finances and stuff like that. She's really, really good. So even, I mean,
okay,
you can email her too. I
okay.
don't I don't
You've
do
got your consent
emails.
to do that.
I'm not a tech
Hmm.
savvy bloke. I've got my
That's
phone, but I
okay.
don't do email. So
Okay, okay,
yeah,
great. Well, with your consent, I can send it to your wife, and
that'd be
um,
great.
yeah, and then maybe from there, if she or if you decide that you'd like me to do that warm referral, I can do that. But for now, I can send that information to you
Oh,
and
that'd
your
be
wife.
great. And they'll be able to
Okay.
help me like with that with the getting so riled up and cross and being able to.
Hmm.
Yeah, they'll be able to help me with that.
Absolutely. She works
Oh,
quite in a holistic, and like I said, you don't have to go to Anne specifically, but she is a mental health therapist and she works holistically with healing growth, and deals with trauma. And from your past, it sounds like there's been a lot of violence and some
oh
trauma there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she makes sense of your personal history and she kind of works with you with that. So I think that would be a great fit for you. And but listen, it's what aligns with you, and that's what I'm here to help
No,
with.
geez, you know what? It sounds really good, and oh
Hmm.
wow, just knowing there's some help there, that's a great weight off my shoulders because that's what I just need to do. I need to just be able to be dad,
Hmm.
be what my wife needs, and
Hmm.
just get back into life.
And I'm absolutely hearing you, and I know that makes sense because anger can be really tough to manage,
Yeah.
especially when you've spent years in environments where it felt like survival. It felt like
Mm.
a survival tool. So I can help you connect to that. And I know you've been talking a lot about your wife and your kids. And I'm wondering, are you able to tell me a little bit more about your kids, like in terms of age
Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah.
what do you like
So,
to do with them? Were there interests? Do they have certain interests?
well, I know that the little one, she loves to draw. She's like the artist of the family.
Oh,
I think that's,
beautiful.
if I was had been there all this time,
Mm,
I think that that's what I would feel about her, is that she's going to
mm,
be an artist of some sort. And the older one, well, he loves footy,
mm-hmm,
and I think he's going to be a bit gentle because
mm-hmm,
he's a bit soft. Maybe
mm-hmm,
I shouldn't say that, but that's how I feel.
mm-hmm.
He's a bit soft, but
Gentle,
yeah,
yep.
but
Mm.
he's a really nice kid.
Oh,
He's got the good head on his shoulders, and I can see that he is going to be a really good man. I love that in him, and
wow.
I wanna like, I wanna, I can't find the word. I want that to happen for him,
Mm-hmm, mm.
And yeah, well, my wife's just a sweetheart. You know, we're
Mm.
childhood sweethearts, really, like Sammy. So well, her name's Samantha, but you know, Sammy. And
Yeah.
yeah, she supports me. She's just a trooper. She just I can't believe she's been there all this time. Like that's
She's
a
a
long
massive
time.
support.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't want to lose her, and I don't see that there would be anyone else that would ever come along that would be there for me like she has. And
Hmm.
I know I have to fight, and not fighting in literal terms. I mean, you know, I have to fight with all the power I've got in me to hang on to that because there won't be anyone else
Mm.
like her for me.
Mm. Yeah. So I'm hearing you feel like maybe this is your last chance to get it right because she's been the
100%.
one there
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no one else
Yeah.
going to
And
take me. You know, I've got a past and she knows me well and yeah.
mm,
Yep.
yeah, she sounds like she really loves and cares about you and wants the best for you.
Yeah.
And she's been a massive support. And we can put her down on your intake form as a support, so I can put down there.
Oh, yeah,
Would that
definitely.
that's
Yeah. She's
yeah,
been coordinated
beautiful.
everything for me from home. She's helped me do all the Centrelink stuff so I can get a benefit until I
Mm.
find a job.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't got a job yet. And
Okay. Mm-hmm.
yeah, she's helping me do all the forms because I don't even understand half the stuff because I've been
Mm-hmm.
well, you know. Yeah, she does everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Wow, it's nice to have someone like that on your side, on your
she's
team, your
awesome.
team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we
because
are.
you're doing your bit now too, and she's done that bit for you, and you're coming together as a team.
Yeah, she sees that too. She said that the other
Yeah,
night. She said, you know,
yeah.
I like where we're heading. This is good.
Hmm.
Feels good. That was nice to hear.
Mm. I'm
Yeah,
sure it would be after all that time, being away and coming back and hearing that from her. That must have felt
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, well, little Joe, he come in the other night and he we had a kick of the footy in the backyard and it felt good to have that
Mm.
again because I
Mm-hmm.
just haven't had that. You know, you can't kick footies around the prison, so I didn't really want him being there. So it was really just to keep, you know, keep in touch with him.
Hmm.
But it's
Yeah,
nice.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
When you say you're kicking the footy around, I'm wondering, what do you think they need from you right now as a dad?
yeah, that's a good question. I haven't really thought of that, but yeah, if I think about it, I mean, uh, I can sort of relate it to what I'd want as a dad, like as a
Hmm.
kid.
Hmm.
And I guess they want to see me as a dad, like the strong dad, as
Hmm.
as a good dad and a good husband. Because like kids learn from you,
Hmm.
don't they? You know, I learned from
Hmm.
my dad. I learned some not so good things from my dad, and I don't want my kids learning that from me.
So it's that what I'm hearing you say is kind of being a good role model for them.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Hey, that's what I
Yeah.
meant. Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
be that role model for my boy, and
Yep.
my girl, but she's a little bit
Hmm.
too young yet to sort of, I think, understand. He's a bit older, so I think he's at that age now. He's really impressionable, and I don't want
Hmm.
him picking up bad habits from the way that I used to be. I want to be, you know, I want to be the dad I should be. I don't want
Yeah.
him to be cross, you know.
Mm, yeah, and
Yeah,
from the sounds of it, he sounds like he is a gentle,
he
loving
is.
child, which
Yeah,
is,
he
yeah,
is.
really maybe affirming for you to see that what he's been modeled so far has been
It's getting
pretty,
easier.
it's
Yeah,
getting there. Yeah, it's
yeah.
getting
Because
there.
he wants
It's
the hugs, you know. He's all about the hugs, and I'm like, I don't know, I can't do, but I try. It's hard.
mhm. And that's all
Yeah,
you can do at the moment. It's just one step at a time, and it's being true to who you are as well. So you're working through it. Everyone's a work in progress, but you've got that support.
yeah,
And on supports as well. Is there anyone else I could put down for you there, Jeff? Anyone you can think of?
yeah. Well, I've got a mate who lives down the road from me, and I actually met him. I think it was like a footy practice with my boy.
Hmm.
He's
Hmm.
all right, eh? I quite like him.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
So his name's Rodney.
Rodney? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
Rodney Fuller.
Rodney.
He's a pretty top bloke. I get on with him. He's
Okay,
my
and
age, and he's got two boys. So
okay,
yeah, and my wife
something in
Sue actually
common.
likes Amanda, which is his partner. So it's going all right.
Okay, excellent. So he
Yeah.
could be someone we could put down as a support for you.
Yeah,
Are you
I think
comfortable with
so.
that?
Yeah, we've had a
Mm-hmm.
couple of, couple of kicks around the footy yard with our kids, and we've done a few things. We went to the beach last
Mm-hmm.
weekend. That's the other thing too. It's really awkward talking to people, and it's
Mm-hmm.
slowly getting better, but I'm just finding it so awkward. Like you're the
Mm-hmm.
first person I've really been able to talk about all of this
Mm-hmm.
to, and it's been great.
Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that. Yeah.
Mm,
And as I said, it's your story. You have the ability to be able to share when and how you want. So no, I really appreciate you being so open and honest with me here. And I can really see that you want to be the type of dad you never had.
I
Um,
do. I didn't think I was going to be able to talk about all that. I was so like tense and tight. I thought, no, I'm not sharing anything, but I've just found myself doing it. Hey,
I'm really,
it come
really
out.
happy. I can see it. I'm really happy, and with your openness and you're willing to do that. Because a lot of people in your situation might have shut down, but you're showing up, and that says a lot about your commitment. Not just to you as a father or a husband, but to you yourself. You know, you're
Oh,
showing up for yourself. So I know you've
thank
had to
you.
tough your whole life to survive,
Yeah.
and now you're
I was taught you
using.
don't do that. Yeah.
Mm, yeah, now you're taught
Yeah.
that things can be different, and that's powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
certainly feeling
powerful.
a bit more in control than I did when I first got out.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm really
Yeah.
happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about the supports, I just also wanted to ask you from the intake assessment form, any medical history that you've been aware of or anything like that in your family? Um, just so I could jot that down, just as it's something that we have there, because it does play a factor to some degree.
Yeah, could you just repeat that again? My headphones had a bit of a. We've got the radio on in the background. Sorry, it's a
No,
pain
that's
for you.
okay.
I do
No,
apologise.
it's
Is that
not.
in another room or something? Or
No, no, that's
yeah,
fine. That's
I
not a problem.
I just missed that last bit that you said.
Yeah, the on the intake assessment form, the
Mm.
medical history wasn't filled in there. So I'm just wondering, do you have any medical history you needed to disclose or anything like that?
Nah, I'm good, mate. I'm
Okay.
pretty healthy.
Okay,
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah,
yeah,
I just wanted to make sure there sometimes it can play a factor. Um, and while I'm aware of time, okay, we'll start wrapping it up a little bit. I just wanted to quickly go over if you can think of well, actually, any barriers that you feel like might kind of stop you from achieving, I guess, what it is that you want to achieve.
yeah. I think just because I just can't quite stop being cranky, but
Mm-hmm.
and cross. I think
Mm-hmm.
that sometimes I come across as someone that doesn't want to talk to anybody, but I really do. That's the
Mm-hmm.
crazy thing. I actually do want to talk to people, but they
Mm-hmm.
think I don't want to because I just come across as gruff, you know.
Right.
I
Yeah,
just
it's like it's a paradox.
yeah,
You want to talk, but
yeah,
then you don't look like you want to talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
And
must be frustrating.
it is. It's so frustrating,
Mm.
hey, because I think
Mm.
because I got a couple of tats and whatnot, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
my appearance. I don't know, but I dress nice and everything. I'm like a
Mm-hmm.
presentable bloke, but I think I just come across as gruff. But I think too that if I can't speak to people in a way that feels comfortable for me, then I'm not going to be able to change.
That's
Yeah,
very well articulated, and I love that self-awareness. And I think that that's where that referral for anger management will come in really, really well and align really well with you because there's people there that, like I said, are experts in that field, and then they'll be able to really kind of give you ideas and really practical help to be able to know how to bridge that gap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's okay. So in terms of the other support as well, I'm thinking about a parenting and kind of family counselling for yourself. And firstly, you can go just on your own, maybe with whatever you're comfortable with. And then if you'd like to bring the kids in or Samantha, you can do that. But that's something you could discuss if you're willing and wanting to go to the family counselling. So I was just having a look at the family support programs in Lismore there as well, and so they do family relationship counselling, parenting support, and emotional regulation strategies, which is kind of everything that you've spoken about that you'd like some assistance with. I'm
Yeah,
wondering how
yeah.
that sounds.
Yeah, that actually sounds really good. Yeah, I'd be very
Okay.
interested in all that.
Okay, beautiful. That's great. And I know that it's quite close to you as well. It's called the Buttery. So it's a family support program. Um, yeah, and it's an outreach. So what I'll do as well, along with the anger management referral, I will send through that information. And also, again, we'll need that consent. And I think that with what we spoke about before, Samantha would be willing to help you and you can give consent to talk to her about that as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
just give
she'd
that
love to help.
information.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
excellent.
buttery thing sounds good.
Yeah, I think that for you and the family in terms of coming back life after release and wanting to relate, that's a great option. And if that isn't an option that you like, I've got other ones. I've got interrelate as well and a few other options. We want a few so that you can kind of find what works for you guys um and go from there. But I thought, you know, we've spoken about a lot today.
Yeah,
And
we
we've
have.
spoken about how you've come in and you said you felt a little bit apprehensive, and then we kind of spoke about the children and Samantha, and it's been hard for you to relate after having, you know, your past with a lot of violence and trying to survive and work through that, but you actually know you're a good person who's maybe made a few bad choices along the way, and now you're looking to transform, and you have had a transformation, but you're looking to
Yeah,
transform the
yeah,
anger. Yeah, and
yeah,
you're looking to kind of see a different perspective and really be a part of a family dynamic and to stay around and be that
yeah.
dad that you want to be.
That's so what I want. I think it's like you wrote a book about me. Hey, I think you get me.
You gave it all to me. Yeah,
Yeah,
you gave me all
cheers.
the information.
Yep.
And as I said before, I really appreciate you coming in. I know it's not easy. And you have such a willingness to change and a desire to break the cycle that's happened
Yeah.
throughout your life. I can really hear that love for your children and in your wife. It warms my heart. And
Oh,
you
thank
you know, you
you.
have such a supportive partner, and I really do see really great things for you. As I said, you're so willing to want to get better and want to keep that transformation going. So we spoke about those goals, and those goals can also just be just being present with the children while your daughter's drawing, or it can be taking a few moments to yourself before you feel any frustration. But as I said, that's what the anger management um, and can help you with as you move forward. But I just want to
Yeah.
say thanks again so much for coming in. I know that it's mandated and you have to, but I really felt such a sense of how genuine you were, and I appreciate that.
Oh, cheers. And you've actually made me see that there's good choice in there. Hey.
Yeah, well, there is, but you actually told me that there is, you know, so it was actually you that was talking about that. I'm just reiterating what you said. But listen, what I want to do is I'll send this stuff through and we can have a look at a date down the track. I can contact you in the next couple of days with all the information.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
good.
yeah, and then we can go
Yeah.
from there. Does that sound okay?
Oh, look, it sounds fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Yep.
Great. Thank you so much, Jeff, for today, and I will chat with you really soon.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed talking to you.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Me
Thank you.
too.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.